Hello everybody, this is DeepCosmicSpaceWizard, and today I'm doing a collective tarot card reading, and as always, if this does not resonate, this message is not for you, and if it does resonate, then take what you can and try to use it to the best of your ability to raise your vibrations up, and to make your life better, and to give you more clarity. So, let's begin with our tarot card reading. So, first card I pulled is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so Eight of Cups. This is all about walking away from something. Something that no longer serves us. Something that's kind of hard to walk away from. Something that's emotionally difficult to walk away from. But something that we had to walk away from, or that we need to walk away from. And, you know, whatever this may be, I'm sorry that, you have to walk away from things like this. And I know it's not always easy, but it's for our highest good. A lot of times painful endings, or new beginnings, are disguised as painful endings. So, it might hurt at first, it might be difficult, but when we do it, and as time goes on, we'll be glad that we did it. We got the Eight of Swords here. This is all about mental prison, like your own mental prison. So I'm seeing that maybe something you need to walk away from is causing negative thoughts. Or the thing you need to walk away from is the negative thoughts. You know, a lot of times, you know, we get caught up in these mental patterns and these, these energies and these emotions that play over and over again, and the same scenario keeps on happening over and over again. Like let's say you keep on, let's say you're walking away from a person, and you always keep on coming back, and you keep on coming back, and you keep on feeling like maybe every time you try to come back, the person's like, oh, I'm hanging out with another person right now. And every time you get jealous or something, and every time you feel, it drives you crazy, and you're just like, oh my god, and you're like, you freak out, and it makes you go into chaos, But but then next time, at a certain point, you're like, okay, you change up the way you feel. You're like, oh, you're hanging out with someone else, cool. Have fun or whatever, or you just don't take it personally anymore. You just stop caring, and maybe you start sending so much love to yourself. You just don't care what other people do. Maybe you were getting you were attached to this love in your life that you were so attached to that when they would do something else with somebody else, you would lose your love inside of you. But now, this scenario has happened so many times where you're kind of forced to change, and these are the things that are spiritually helping us develop, because, we got to remember that the relationship that we always have is with ourselves. And we could eventually get to a point that no matter what anybody else does, we could always remain inside of love. And we don't have to let other people, what other people are doing affect us. And this is just one example, of how mental patterns and our own mental anxieties and our own mental creations and emotions can keep us trapped inside these energies, but when you break out of these energies, your life starts changing. You feel differently, maybe you have unwanted thoughts. Maybe these thoughts are coming in and they lower your vibration, and they happen during certain circumstances, and it happens maybe daily or something. And maybe you get into this, maybe you become so used to your sadness that you become just used to being sad, and then it becomes hard to break out of the sadness. You kind of become jaded and complacent in your sadness, and then and then you find yourself not able to really truly break out of it. And then, but it's you notice it, but it's like you don't know how to break out of it anymore because you've been feeling it for so long that it's like even when you try to break out of it, it's like it feels like you can't, you know. And this is where we got to find strength inside of ourselves. We got to keep on telling ourselves that yes, we can do this. We might fall 1,000 times, you know, it might happen 10,000, 100,000 times. And I don't want to put a number on it because I feel like thinking about the number of how many times you got to try can sound depressing in and of itself. But I think that's where the strength comes in, where you say, you know what, no matter what, I'm going to keep on going, you know. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to let this take over my life, no matter what. And with that conviction, you're going to overcome it. And then you find the strength. And every time you fall down, you don't beat yourself up over it. You don't sit there and think, oh, well, this is how I'm going to be for the rest of my life. You don't just lie down and die and accept it. You know, you do whatever it takes to change it. And, you know, and I think one good thing that to do is wake up in the morning. So as soon as you wake up, tell yourself positive things, like, and try to do it as often as you can, as much as possible in the morning. Like as soon as you wake up, just keep on telling yourself, like write down things, like a whole bunch of things that you can tell yourself that are positive. Like, I am confident, I am blessed, I am love, I am peace, I am success, I am joy, I am prosperous, I am happy, I am healing, I am loving, I am kind, I am grateful, I am, you know, abundant, I could do anything, I'm courageous, and you just tell yourself all these things. And then, you know, you have like a whole list of things that you could say, and then you just start saying these things, and then like you might feel this background thought come in, and like it's trying to say something, but you keep on just flooding your head with all these conscious thoughts, you know, like I'm positive, I'm happy, I'm peaceful, I'm blissful, you know, and this kind of overrides the thought that's trying to come in, and eventually you'll notice you could kind of control the way you feel by what you think, as opposed to thoughts coming in and like telling you something, unwanted thoughts, you know, whatever they might be. You know, so yeah, we're walking away from whatever it is. It might appear on the outside that we're walking away from something, but really we're walking away from something within inside of ourselves, I think, here, that is underlying the deeper issue. I think we're walking away from mental entrapment. Even if you're walking away from a job, a person, a place, or a thing, I think essentially it's truly a mental entrapment here is what we're walking away from. And yeah, I'm seeing that you will break out of it, and good things are coming for you. As soon as you break out of it, as soon as you choose that you're going to break out of this no matter what, justice is coming, clarity is coming, the sword of truth is coming, your own truth is coming, the truth that you know that you deserve, the truth that you know that makes you feel good is coming for you, the truth of that you do have the strength, you do have the courage, you do have the power to change in a positive way for yourself. You don't have to let your thoughts or other people or other things or external circumstances control you anymore. You'll be breaking out, and you'll be feeling successful, you'll be feeling happy, celebratory, you'll be feeling like you can be with others, you know, and like you won't have to be so confined in your own little mental prison anymore. And you'll evolve, you'll transform from like a caterpillar to these butterflies, you know, around this Queen of Swords, her helmet, you know. You'll metamorphosize out of your mental prison, and the Queen of Swords is the card of the intellect. It's the card of air. The card of the mind. So this is all about taking control of your mind, taking control of your own thoughts. And from there, I mean, oh man, your whole life is going to change. Once you realize that you're perfectly, you know, perfect within yourself and you don't need anything, and you could attract whatever you want by changing your vibration, by changing your thoughts, You know, like, there's this Bob Marley interview for, I think everybody knows who Bob Marley is. If not, look him up. He's a reggae, Rastafarian artist, musician. But there's this interview, and this guy's asking him, like, oh, you ever make $1 million? Like, he's like, no, I never made $1 million or whatever. He has this accent, the reggae Rastafarian accent, Jamaican accent, patois, I think is what it's called. But and they were just like, "Are you rich?" And he's getting ready to say something, but he stops, and he's just like, "Rich? What you mean rich?" I wish I could get the accent better. And they're like, "Do you have a lot of money?" And he's like, "Does money make you rich?" The accent's awful. But he's like, my richness is not money. My richness is life forever. And like, that just hits me so hard. Like, man, like, this dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't care. Like, he could be poor as a bum, as a hobo, and he would still probably feel better than the richest man in the world. And I think that's just one example of, how we can choose to come back to ourselves and break out of what the Rastafarians would call Babylon, of this material world, of this physical world, of wanting possessions and putting so much value on them. And, and if we don't have them, we feel like we can't be happy, but like, it's the little things in life that make us happy. Like, being able to sit and breathe and just experience the universe is such a blessing in and of itself. And to be able to love, to be able to have that conversation with whoever it is you're with, to be able to just be in other people's presence is a blessing. To be able to be in your own presence is a blessing. To go outside and see the sun and hear the birds, to listen to music, you could have a penny to your name and you could be rich as fuck. And I think it's all about coming back to yourself and loving yourself regardless of what you have or what you don't have. And I think with that vibration, you'll always be okay. You're always going to be good. You don't need anything anymore. You have everything. And then, and things will probably come easier for you. If you do want money, money, yeah, we don't need money, but if we want a home and we want to travel and stuff, it seems like we need money. Life is magical. That's just what most of us think, right? Maybe we could just go hitchhike and maybe we can go travel the world without money. I don't know, Like, I feel like magic is out there. It's right here. Magic is everywhere, just waiting for us to taste it, to experience it. But when we put rules on life as to how we need to experience it, magic kind of gets a little restricted. It can, at least. I've heard stories of people not having any money to their name, but because of the way their energies are, everyone just takes care of them, and everywhere they go, people just love them. And it's like they're flying on a magic carpet. It's crazy. I'm telling you, the universe is vibration and energy and frequency. Like, if you just focus on changing that within inside of yourself, you have the key to the universe. You just gotta, find it. You just gotta know how to use your key, and you can unlock any lock. If you want money, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm not, but I'm saying you don't necessarily need it. Especially, you don't need it to be happy, and you don't need it to be rich, to have a rich life, to have a life full of love, to be love. You don't need money to be love. So, I think I'll end it here, guys. As always, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. If this video resonated with you, leave a comment down below. And if you'd like to continue hearing more tarot videos from me, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell and the notification so you can be notified when I'll have more videos. I usually try to post one every day. I don't do it every day, but most of the time I do. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm wishing all of you magical souls peace, love, bliss, success, prosperity, joy, abundance, and namaste.